Another embarrassing defeat. The high line exposed again. More drop points. Give me your thoughts. What's going wrong?
You notice I only come here when we lose. I never come on when we win. I only come on when we lose. Do you know what it is, Terry? Forget everything. I'm here to call out Tom Little. I'm here to call out Tom. And let me tell you why. I was on a space earlier before the game, and Tom Little jumped on the space, and he was very confident. Not even confident, arrogant in his way of saying, it's early, Forest. We're going to win today. Every Liverpool fan in that space was worried about the lineup. We were worried about the bench. Tom comes in and just goes, nope, we're going to win comfortably. So that's the first part. The second part, I'm in a group with Tom on Twitter, again, Liverpool page. And for the last week, I've been hearing Curtis Jones prop. I've been hearing Curtis Jones is this, Curtis Jones is that. Did we see Curtis Jones in the first 45 minutes?
Curtis, just to say quickly, Tom Little's here. You can say it to his face. Tom's here. Tom is here.
Hello, Tom.
Hello. Hello, mate.
So me and Tom have been going at it for the last 45 minutes about Fabinho and Curtis Jones. And for the last 45 minutes, I've been hearing, and for the last week, I've been hearing Curtis Jones prop.
Yeah.
Tom, come on, mate. It's been 4 years.
I asked you a question an hour ago, and I'm still waiting for an answer. Who was better today, Jones or Fabinho?
What you're asking here is,
it doesn't need more than one word. It needs a one-word answer. Jones or Fabinho.
They're both terrible. They were both terrible. But
who was better today? Who was better today? That's all my point was. Who was better today?
But that's no. But that's not your point. For the last week, you've been giving him prop. No. For the last week, you've been giving him prop, and then he played today, and you saw the stinker he dropped, and now you're changing your stance to. But Fabinho dropped a stinker as well. You can't change your stance.
My stance has not changed. My stance hasn't changed, mate. I'm simply asking you, who was better today, Curtis Jones or Fabinho?
For the last week, you've been giving him prop. So I'm asking you, what did he do today? You've been giving Curtis Jones prop for the last 7 days. I need to understand what justification you have to be giving Curtis Jones prop. What has he done for 4 years? 4 years that he's been with us. What has he done to deserve any prop? I'm asking you that question because I can tell you what Fabinho has done to deserve prop. I can tell you that.
Yeah, fucking 3 years ago. Guess what, Curtis, mate? We're not in 2019 anymore. We're in fucking 2022. The man is a dump truck. He got ran rings round by Ryan Yates. Who the fuck is Ryan Yates?
Yes, Tom.
Ryan Yates?
Curtis Jones has been shit for 4 years. You're talking about this season specifically. I get that. Let's talk about 4 years.
Mate, why are you so insistent on credit in the bank?
Let's talk about
credit in the bank. We're on credit in the bank basis.
You're saying your logic is because one person's shit, the other person's better. No, they can both be shit.
Right,
they can both be shit.
I said it 4 different times in the group chat. I'll say it live now. Curtis Jones was not good today.
He's not been good for 4 years. 4 years
I'm not on about the past 4 years. I'm on about today. Curtis Jones was not good today. Fabinho was awful. If you can't sit there and realise that today Curtis Jones was better than Fabinho, then I'm sorry, it's a lost cause. It's a lost cause.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is for the last week, I have been listening to you give Curtis Jones prop. Now today, you come on here and early in the group, your stand changes from Curtis Jones prop to all of a sudden, but at least he's not been shit as Fabinho. At least Fabinho, I know in the last 4 years, has done a few things. I'm asking you, you've been giving him prop for a week.
Steven Gerrard was our top scorer 8 years ago.
You're missing my question. I'm asking you, you've been giving him prop for a week. What has he done in 4 years? Has he developed? No. Can he? Does he slow down the game? Yes. The only thing that Curtis Jones I hear all the time is Curtis Jones's press resistance. Yeah, he beats the first press, slows the game down, and concedes a foul. This is Curtis Jones.
I tell you what, mate. That's more than fucking Fabinho done today. So I'm taking what I can get. I'm taking what I can get because he was better than Fabinho.
All of a sudden, we're supposed to be happy.
Who we got in midweek? Ajax. I'm starting Curtis Jones over Fabinho against Ajax.
You're absurd. 100%. You're absurd. If two players are shit, if two players are shit, my bro, if two players are shit, you take the one who has a little bit credit. It's not all of a sudden they're both terrible.
Oh my God, his credit. He's in his overdraft with credit. He's in his overdraft.
Curtis Jones has been in his overdraft for 4 seasons.
Like, you've got none left. Start performing on the pitch. Not a single performance this season, barring 20 minutes against Manchester City, has Fabinho been good. It is like, I will put it this way. Curtis Jones versus Fabinho is like asking, which of these two fellas do I want to go around with me missus? None of them. I don't want any of them to do it. But if I've got to pick one, I'm going with the one who's not been as bad. And Curtis Jones has not been as bad as Fabinho this season.
On what merit are you choosing Curtis Jones over Fabinho? On what merit?
God.
Because personally, I think Fabinho's done.
You've just established that both Curtis Jones and Fabinho are shit. But I'm asking you, at least we know if Fabinho has a good game, he turns up. We know that Curtis Jones doesn't have good games, barely ever. So I'm asking you, on what merit are you choosing Curtis Jones over Fabinho when both are shit, as you've just said?
Because they're both crap. But at least Curtis Jones hasn't done it for the whole season. You're saying if Fabinho has a good game, and if Fabinho turns up, and if Fabinho passes the ball, and if he doesn't turn like a fucking dump truck, we get a good game. He's not done that this season.
Curtis Jones hasn't done it for 4 years. There's the difference.
I don't give a crap if Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is not a world-class midfielder. Curtis Jones, I do not expect performances of a world-class midfielder from my left winger turned DM. I expect them from my DM turned DM. He has not done it this season, and he plays because he's got credit in the bank.
More than Curtis Jones. This is horrendous.
Credit in the bank is so crap.
Guys, great argument. Look, obviously we've got some panelists here as well. We've got man like Adam Charles back on the terrace. It's always nice to see you, brother. Kaz has joined us here for some rival perspective, but Ram is here. Long time no see, Ram. Another embarrassing day for Liverpool. And I want to ask you a question. Is this on Jurgen Klopp for continuing with this disastrous high line?
It's on a lot of things. I do apologize. I think there might be an echo because of the housework, but it's on everybody. I need to say a damning stat right here. We haven't won an away game this season. That's appalling. That's down to Jurgen Klopp. That's down to the players. And that's down to the coaching staff. Like, we've actually turned into mentality midgets right now. We have. There's no desire in any of our players. And on today's performance, is all on Klopp, in my opinion. I think we knew what Nottingham Forest were going to do. I knew it from the start. They're not going to play expansive football. They're not going to go out and try and outplay us. They're going to sit back and soak up as much pressure. And the players that we played today, I don't think decision. I didn't think James Milner should have played. I don't care if Trent Alexander-Arnold has been poor defensively. He has that quality at the end of the day to break down a low block, and we should have used as much quality as possible. But the real main problem I had was, in a game like this, we needed to score one of our set pieces, and Virgil van Dijk had 4 gilt-edged opportunities, and he should have scored one of them, minimum. Fair enough. The last Dean Henderson decided to become David De Gea, prime David De Gea, and save every single shot. But that first one, I'm sorry. You're one of the best headers of the ball. You're meant to put that on top. You're meant to give it to Firmino, because Firmino was playing catch-up from the get-go. So that I can't excuse. And look, the high line is a factor. It's a factor because all our fullbacks have been pushed up. Joe Gomez has no one to play it to, and that doesn't give Joe Gomez the right to dilly-dally on the ball and give it away. But it's a factor, and we have to acknowledge the fact that on today's performance alone, Jurgen Klopp has to take the bulk of the blame, in my opinion. And the mentality of our players is absolutely shocking.
Listen, I agree with you. Listen, you miss chances, there's no doubt, but you haven't won an away game all season. I don't know the actual stat on this, but I feel like the vast majority of your games in the last 6 months, you've conceded the first goal on. Whether you've got players injured, and this is the thing, the injury excuse is wearing thin now, even with the communist Reds, because whether you've got a full-strength squad or injuries, the same stuff happens. That, to me, says that it is systemic, which means it's internal. And for me, I think Liverpool are on a decline now, and without proper investment and rejuvenation of this squad, I don't think Klopp can turn it around. We're going to go to Kaz and Adam. I want to get a rival's point of view. Kaz, what you saying, bruv?
It's a beautiful day. They just gave me a free painkiller. because whatever the result is later with Chelsea, I don't actually care anymore because you guys made my day better. You know, they need to start looking into these 12:30 games because it's absolutely sinister that they can go to 12:30 games can absolutely ruin your whole weekend, and it's ruined all your guys' weekends. But and also on this, what's his I don't know what's his name up at the top in the middle.
Kurdish.
It's like Kurdish. Assalamu alaikum. What's it called? What's it called? On top of that, it's like Ronaldo's been great for the last 4 years, great. But this season, what's Rashford got over him? That's the next question.
I get that, bro. I get that, bro.
I'm just saying.
I get that. I completely understand Tom's point when he says Fabinho is shit, and I completely appreciate that at the moment. But what I'm calling Tom out on isn't the Fabinho factor. It's the fact for the last week, there's been two people in our group chat on the Liverpool Twitter page, which is Tom and a chap called Ariam, and they have been giving Curtis Jones prop for the last week. Yeah. And what the only thing I'm saying is, at least you can look at Fabinho and say he has a little bit of credit in the bank. Curtis Jones for 4 years.
One sec, Tom. I'm going to ask him a question.
Nothing.
I've got a question.
He's been doing nothing for 4 years. He's not developed as a player. He's not technically good enough. He has no speed to play on the wing. So I don't understand this argument for him to play on the wing. He's technically incompetent to be a professional footballer for a top 8 club. He is a Watford, Southampton level player at best. Right. This is a fact. Can I ask you a question then? White.
Can I ask you one more question? Like other than Virgil van der Klein, can you answer me this? Who was better today then, just for Tom's sake?
Who was better than Curtis Jones today?
No. Wait. Whoa. Hey, this is my segment. Who's better today, Fabinho or Curtis Jones?
They were both shit. You can't call good when the only two players that can leave that stadium with their held high for Liverpool are James Milner and Alisson. The rest of them dropped 2 out of 10s, including Mohamed Salah. So let's not just put Fabinho in here. Mohamed Salah, Robert Firmino, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Andy Robertson.
They've had good performances this season. Had good performances this season. They've at least turned up for one game in 2022-23. Fabinho hasn't. He's been ran rings round by Fulham. He's been ran rings round by Palace. He's been ran rings round by Newcastle. He's been ran rings round by everyone but Kevin De Bruyne. So you know what? Let's just play Man City every week because that's the only game our teams turn up for.
I agree with you. I agree with everything you just said, but in the same breath, you can't then just say all that because for one season he's not turned up, which is this season, and in the same position say, so we should start Curtis Jones in again because Curtis Jones hasn't turned up this season. He didn't turn up last season. He didn't turn up the season before, and he didn't turn up the season before either. So it's not like Curtis Jones is coming. It's not like Curtis Jones has not been playing well for 3 years, but then this season he's been superior to Fabinho. Curtis Jones has been an average player for the last 4 years, including this year when he's played. I know he's not played much, but when he's played.
So before today, in the 30 minutes Curtis Jones has played this season, he's been an average player. What has Fabinho been this season? And I'm sorry, I'm not buying the credit in the bank argument because the credit in the bank argument doesn't pertain that someone can just dramatically fall off. What Fabinho has done.
You guys, the problem isn't Curtis Jones or Fabinho. You hit the nail on the head right there, Tom, when you said our players only turned up for Manchester City. That is a mentality issue.
I disagree. I don't disagree. I agree to a point. But you played better in that game because you sat 20 yards deeper. Your players, not the young uns, too many of your players are over the hill physically. It happens to all of us. I bought a new car that's very low to the ground. I mean, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting backache, right? Because I'm old. My body doesn't like being in that position. Legitimately, Van Dijk and these men are too old. You have to sit deeper now. And you see, Jurgen Klopp is creating the problems. He's not adapting. When players get past a certain vintage, you have to change how you use them. He's trying to make 29, 30, 31-year-old players play like they're